Hi friends, today we're doing a class full of the best hip openers. In our hip muscles is where our body stores almost all of our negative stress, negative energy, and unwanted emotions. So it's really important to stretch out your hips to release physical stress from your body. So when you're ready, meet me on your yoga mat. Today we're going to begin lying down on the mat. Once you find yourself in a comfortable position on your back, I want you to bring your feet to Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the palms of your feet to touch and allowing your knees to go out wide like a butterfly. We're going to begin today just releasing the tension that is held within your hip flexors. Bring both of your hands to your belly and just breathe. I want you to take a mental scan of your body from head to toe and notice if there's anywhere that your body is holding on to tension. Maybe in your legs, you might be squeezing your muscles really tight. How can you release that tension from your body? With every exhale, I want you to focus on breathing space into the areas that are tight. Releasing all of that tension from your body. Inhale through your nose. Through your mouth, exhale. Inhale, fill up your lungs in the base of your belly. Through your mouth, side out. Inhale. Exhale. And very softly, bring the palms of your hands to the outside edges of your knees and close your legs up like a book, and then hug your knees into your chest, giving your legs a big squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. From here, goalpost both of your arms or cactus your arms, and then drop your knees over to the left side of your mat for a gentle supine twist. You have the option here to bring your left hand to the top of your right knee, just to help release that tension from your hip a little bit more, bringing a little bit of an assisted stretch here. Just tune in with whatever is best in your body. Inhale and exhale. Again, take that mental scan of your body. Notice where you're holding on to the tension. Wherever that tension is, release it a little bit more and a little bit more with your exhales. On your next inhale, come back to center, hugging your knees into your chest to neutralize your spine. And then inhale, goalpost or cactus your arms, and drop your knees over to the right side. If you added the assisted stretch to your knee on the other side, take that on this side as well to honor the symmetry in your body. Tune in with your breath here. Clear any chatter from your mind. Just allow yourself to be present on your yoga mat. Focus on your breath and focus on releasing that negative and unwanted energy from your hip muscles. From your hip muscles. Inhale. Exhale. And then very softly come back to center, hugging your knees into your chest, giving your legs a big squeeze. And then you have the option to rock and roll up to a seat or you can roll onto your side in the fetal position and make your way up to a seated pose. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Just give your legs a big hug for a moment here. And then release that hug of your legs and come to butterfly pose with your feet together. From here, clasp your fingers together and send them underneath your feet, just so you have a little bit of a supported grip here. Inhale, sit up a little bit taller, and then exhale very softly. Just pull your chest forward a little bit. I'm gonna turn to the side just so you can see how subtle this stretch is. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, sink forward. It's just enough to feel that stretch in my hips. I want you to focus on actively pressing your knees down toward the ground, and then just sinking your chest a little bit more closer and a little bit more closer to the ground in front of you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale, lift yourself back up. Exhale, send your left leg out long, and your right foot is gonna rest against your left thigh here. Inhale, reach your arms up high to the sky. Exhale, twist towards your extended left leg, and then fold forward and down. This is gonna be a very gentle stretch. Again, there's no reason to push anything today. You just wanna take it easy. Allow your body to feel good after this rather than push to its limit of stretches. So what you can do here, you have the option to just rest down here, bringing your forehead to your knee. Or you can inhale back off the stretch a little bit and exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink down. So play around with it, find what feels best in your body. You know what you need in this moment. And if you feel like you don't know, trying things out will help you figure out exactly what you need, really. Inhale. And exhale. One more round of breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And then very softly, inhale, lift yourself up and switch the cross of your legs here, sending your right leg out long and your left foot into your right thigh. Inhale, reach your arms up above your head, and exhale, twist towards your extended leg, and then fold forward and down. Inhale, back up off the stretch a little bit, and exhale, sink down. Take whatever variation you did on the other side, whether that was resting your forehead down towards your knee or lifting up and sinking back down. You're gonna be feeling this stretch in a lot of different places. Maybe it's different for everybody. But we're just gonna embrace whatever it is where that tightness is in your body, and just embrace releasing it from your body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more round of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, rise yourself up. Ooh, that feels good. And then bring both of your knees to center. Again, just take a moment to hug your knees. You can bring your forehead down to your knees as well. Release your legs and make your way into tabletop pose. From here, we're gonna do something that my first ever yoga teacher taught me called juice it up. I want you to just sway your hips around in really big circles. Maybe you just want to sway your hips side to side. This is a time for free movement, and this is really going to help bring awareness into your body. to see where it is that you're holding the most tension, maybe what side of your body needs the most love and attention. Find what feels good. If you don't really feel comfortable moving freely and swinging your body around, you can stick with a cat-cow as well. We'll just stay here 2 more rounds of breath. Great. Come to stillness with your exhale. Inhale, tuck your toes, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high, and exhale, low lunge. Step your foot through between your palms. From here, you can drop your back knee down to the mat, untuck your back toes, and heel toe your right foot all the way to the edge of your mat, so that on your mat, it's your left hand, your right hand, and then your right foot. Now, this is runner's lunge. You have the option to stay here pressed up on your palms, or you can lower down to your forearms. Just find the variation that feels best in your body. Whatever you choose, I want you to let your head and neck hang heavy and try to allow your hips to just sink towards the earth. Just let go of holding on. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, tuck your back toe, lift your knee up off the mat, and exhale, heel toe your right foot all the way across to the other side of your mat, bringing your knee down to the earth, finding yourself in Pigeon Pose. For this posture, having your shin parallel with the top of your mat is the full expression here that oftentimes doesn't feel good for people, especially if you have really tight hips. So bend your knee, bringing your foot towards your pelvic bone, and then try to square and level your hips. From here, you're just gonna allow yourself to lower down on your mat. You should be feeling a really nice stretch in your right hip here. You can make a pillow for your forehead, or you can just relax your head and neck. Whatever feels best for you. We're gonna stay here and breathe for a few rounds of breath. Inhale, exhale. Just continue to breathe. This is one of my most favorite postures because I am always receiving a release in my hips, and there's so many ways to take it further and deeper or to make it lesser and lighter. We'll take one more round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift yourself up to your palms, tuck your back toe, lift your knee up off the mat, and exhale to downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back behind you. Inhale your left leg high, and exhale, low lunge. Step your foot through between your palms, drop your back knee down to the mat. Heel toe your left foot out to the edge of your mat so that on your mat, it's your left foot, your left hand, and then your right hand. Whether you went down to your arms or you stayed up on your hands, let your head and neck hang heavy and just honor whatever variation you took on the other side. Try to allow your hips to sink toward the earth. Just sinking your body a little bit lower and a little bit lower. Take a mental scan of your body. Where is that tension that you're so often holding on to even when you don't notice it? So good to bring awareness to these things. That is what is going to help you make changes for yourself, for your body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, tuck your back toe, lift your knee up off the mat. Exhale, heel toe your left foot all the way to the other side of your mat, and then drop your knee down to the earth, finding whichever position you took on the other side for Pigeon Pose. After you square and level your hips, find your way lowering down onto the mat, either making a pillow for your hands or making a pillow for your head. Find the variation that feels best for you and just breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Tune in with the awareness of your body. Can you release any tension in your right leg? Maybe releasing your knee or your toes. That's okay if it sends your hips over to the left side. It's completely natural. When you relax into any pose, you're bound to fall out of the form of it, even just a little bit. So don't be so hard on yourself. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, very softly press up to your palms. Tuck your back toe, lift your knee up off the mat, and exhale to downward facing dog, sending your hips up and back behind you. Take just a moment here to pedal out your down dog, bending and straightening one leg at a time. And then bring yourself to stillness and come on down to your knees. We're gonna move into a pretty deep hip stretch. So feel free to stop at any point that it feels comfortable for you. I'm gonna start facing you so that you can see, and I'm gonna turn to the side so you can also see the movement that we're gonna do. Bring your knees out. So you're making an A with your legs and the tops of your feet are on the earth, okay? Once you have that A with your legs, you can bring your palms down to the earth and then separate your feet and your knees a little bit wider. Keep your shin bones in a straight line, straight 90-degree angle here with your shin and your thigh. Once you've separated your legs as comfortably as far apart as you can, very softly press your butt towards your feet. You should be feeling a crazy stretch in your hip flexors right here. Inhale back off the stretch a little bit, and then exhale, sink your hips back a little bit more. Great job, guys. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, send your hips back. Very gentle movements here. Ooh, it's crazy. You never really realize how tight your hip flexors are until you take a pose and you're just like, what in the world? I don't know if anyone else feels this too. You can let me know. Very good. Alrighty, now to come out of this posture, step your hands up, one palm print, bring your toes in first and then one knee at a time. Bring yourself to the center of your mat, seated on your knees with your big toes touching. From here, reach your knees out to the width of your mat or wider. Now we're gonna do my favorite child's pose. So for this posture, the wider that you have your knees, the deeper that you're gonna be feeling the stretch in your hips. So whenever you're ready, crawl your hands forward and rest your forehead down onto your mat. Try to relax your muscles here. Again, just allowing your body to sink closer to the earth. Inhale. Exhale. We're just gonna rest here in this posture for a few extended amount of breaths. just to breathe and focus on releasing. And remember, with every exhale and every time you relax a little bit more, you're sending all that negative energy out of your body. Inhale, exhale. On your next inhale, very softly press yourself back up to tabletop. Pull your knees in and have a seat. I really hope that your hips are feeling nice and juicy after this. Feel free to take more of that posture that we did called Juice It Up, where you're just swaying your hips around at any point in the day when you're feeling you just need a little bit more of a release. That one is the best. I love all of these. They're all the best. Thanks so much for flowing with me, yogis. Namaste.